Hello, beautiful people. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea. I got half a cup of tea here. It is time to put your feet up, relax, enjoy. We're looking at your tarot guidance for the next 2 weeks for the first half of June, okay? With me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. I'm back from the holidays and I had a lovely time. So if you saw my channel update, have a little look at that. If you didn't, I'm going to be posting more frequently, more often. We're going back to separate money and career readings as well. So this is for my beautiful Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. The links to my website, my cards, my events, my books, everything is there. All right. Okay. Let's have a little look then, my beautiful people. So first half of June for my Sagittarius, please. This is your general guidance for the first half of June, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching, however you want to use it. Okay, alrighty. So we've got the Five of Swords with the Eight of Cups. I like that. You're walking away from conflict, arguments, difficulties, challenges. You're walking away from it. You're moving on from it. And you're moving on to some beautiful stability here with that Faith card. That's the Hierophant. It's going to take a bit of strength. It's going to take a bit of courage. But you've got it. All right, they're asking me to do 9 cards. I thought I was doing 6, but we're doing 9 apparently. So I better put them up to make another row. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the center of your reading with the Knight of Swords, the Two of Coins, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, all righty. Let me get you an angel card as well. Oh no, they're saying later. Okay, all right, let's put them away, put them by there. Okay, all right then. So, Sagittarius, the center of the reading, the 10. The 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. 10s are completions, the end of a cycle, the end of the old. It's time for a new chapter. For some of you, a new book, and that's okay. All right, so that is the central energy here for you. Is all about, I'm in a new cycle now, I'm making changes, something is shifting. All right, so we're starting with this Five of Swords. This is a card of conflict. All fives are challenging cards. All right, now we would love life to always be smooth and easy, but challenges help us to make changes and grow. If everything was smooth and easy, we would never change anything and we would be so stagnant that it would just be ridiculous. All right, so I know it's not always the instant answer is to sort of say, I embrace everything. But if we possibly can, it makes life a lot easier. So when we get this Five of Swords, I wanted to say coins there, so there's some energy there for you as well about lack. But that Five of Swords is about, I'm arguing generally with myself, all right? It's going round and round in my head. I'm kind of push me, pull you, don't know what to do. I go into this battle energy and all that creates is more battle. But the battle is about balance and about strength. Do I have the confidence, the courage, the strength to be able to really look at where my life is out of balance, where things are off? Do I have that strength to be able to say, well, if I look at it, I might have to do something about it? So one of the things that we do, and we come up here and talk to you for a minute, is that we will avoid. All right, we've got PhD avoidance, most of us. All right, it's perfectly normal. It's part of the human psyche. It's the way we work. We avoid until we can't avoid it anymore. And then we're like, oh, okay, gosh, I'll have to deal with it then. Okay, so you're in that energy because this Two of Coins has come out a lot. And this is all about the balance. When everything is all over the place, robbing Peter to pay Paul, too much giving to others, not enough to myself, too much time in my job, not enough time at home. It's all about that balance. And that's what this conflict is, that I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get out of this. You know, we get in that rut. Now, the way to get out of it is this Strength card, isn't it? That we have to in order to, well, okay, let me just go on. We don't have to do anything. In order to move away from that conflict, we have to step into our courage, our confidence. The strength card is here next to the Wheel of Fortune. I have the strength, I have the power, I have the confidence, I have the courage. I'm going to find a way. A way will be found. So when I step into this power, it's usually a lion, but this one is a tiger, all right? Same thing. Well, they're not the same thing, but the power is the same, okay? That internal power, that internal confidence to say, I can do it. Now, that strength is being willed. It's coming from the mind. It's coming from the I can, I will, I am. All right, so you're in this strength to be able to say, I am finding a way to get my life in balance. And that is what moves you away. Let me bring this down. Moves you away from that conflict. The Eight of Cups is I'm walking away from what doesn't serve me. I'm walking away from what's done, dusted, over with. I've had enough. It's time for change. Now, I don't have all the answers. I'm walking towards the moon here, all right? The moon represents the unknown, the unseen. It represents trust, all right? I don't know where the 100th step will be. I just know where the first step will be. And when I do the first step, then I'll know where the next first step is. I don't need to think 10 steps ahead. I don't need to think like a chess game where I've got to work out every move down the line unto infinity. I'm just going to take the first step and trust that as I get there, the second step will be shown. But as I'm on the first step, then it'll be the next first step and the next first step. Get it? Okay. And that is what's going to move me into this new cycle. And remembering with the Wheel of Fortune, the clue is there. This is fortunate. This is good for me. This is necessary for me. This is part of what my soul's been screaming for. Okay. I want to come out of this 10 of Wands. Another 10. Tens, completion. The 10 of Wands, there he is on his knees, absolutely exhausted. Life has brought me to my knees. Now, this could be my commitments, my responsibilities, my job, my relationship, whatever it is that has brought you to this point where you're just in a little ball here on your knees saying, I can't do this anymore. I have to make changes. I have to walk away from whatever this imbalance was. Right? So I'm stepping forward with faith, with trust. The faith card here is the Hierophant. It represents spirituality. It represents trusting your higher self. And it's predominantly about long-term security and stability. Because this is not sustainable, is it? This 10 of Wands is not sustainable. We can all of us do too much for a short time. We can all give too much for a short time, but we will run out, all right? We will run out unless it's balanced. If giving is balanced with receiving, if working hard is balanced with resting hard, that balance means that we're refilling. We're constantly like a little engine. We're plugging ourselves back in and refilling. But when we're giving out all the time, we're not having a chance to refill. So this is where I have to walk away, stop arguing with myself, just do what is right for me and trust that I'm moving into something much more sustainable, much more long-term secure. Okay? Now, rooted down that faith card with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So she's there with her own knight. Knights are action. So I'm taking action on my truth, on what is important for me. I'm working it out in my head logically. I'm working it out energetically. I'm saying what is good for me, what's not. She is the Queen of Truth. That's what I call the Queen of Swords. She can be a bit blunt sometimes. She can be a bit cutting. But sometimes we need to be, because that's what gets things done. Not always, but sometimes. But the main thing with her is the clarity. So getting clear, right? What do I want? Why do I want it? Why is it important? Where am I now? Where do I want to be? What's that gap? How do I fill it? We work these things out, trusting that I'm moving towards the Hierophant. I'm moving towards something that is stable and secure and long-term and really good for me. Okay? So, whatever has been this conflict, it could be between you and you, because we argue with ourselves more than anybody else, I think, yeah? That internal doubts and the head going all over the place and the overthinking, right? We're stepping into our courage, our confidence, our resilience, our determination to get the balance that we need and deserve. We're walking away from whatever has been exhausting, whatever is done. You know it's done, right? Nothing is sustainable at this level forever, right? We will eventually run out. So we're moving into a new cycle based on faith and trust, and we're getting really, really clear. All right, let's find out a little bit more. Going to use the Tarot Royale. Tell me a little bit more about this for my beautiful Sagittarius, please. Okay. So we've got the Six of Pentacles, the card of receiving, with the Two of Wands. This I like to see, okay? Because this exhaustion is that I've given out too much in a difficult circumstance, and now it's time for me to receive. This is what is going to get that balance back. The Six of Pentacles is all about receiving. It's my cup runneth over. I have more than enough, okay? See the scales? Right, this is about receiving now. This can be money, this can be time, help, support. But in order to receive, I need to go in a different direction. I need to do it differently. Okay, the Two of Wands, there's the stag. That's your own inner guidance, your higher self, your soul calling you, saying, follow me. I will lead you through the mountains, through the obstacles, through the challenges, through the difficulties. Just trust me and follow a different path. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. It's time for a different path. It's time for a different way. And as I go in this different direction, that's where I receive. Okay? So we've got to do it differently. We need to make those changes, and that can be what the conflict is about, is I don't know how to do it differently. I only know how to do what I've been doing. Okay, so we're going to receive the answers. We're going to open up to receiving. Show me, help me, thank you for guiding me, and I am willing, ready and able to go in a different direction towards this new beginning. Okay? I've had enough of this Five of Pentacles. I knew it was there. I could feel it, right? The Five of Coins is lack. It's lacking time, attention. Are you time poor? Are you energy poor? Are you money poor? Any kind of poverty, any kind of lack is not in the faith, is not living our best life. I need to walk away from this. This Five's coming on this Eight of Cups. I've got to come away from this, and I've got to do it differently. Right? If I'm not receiving any help and support from anybody else and it's all on me, it's time for me to pull back and give to myself so that I can refill my coffer and be able to move forward in a way that is much more balanced and much more nurturing of self. Okay? Five of Wands. Look at these fives. All right, we've got 3 fives now. Five of Wands is arguments, battles. Five of Swords is conflict. Five of Pentacles is lack. All of these fives are challenging cards saying it's time for change. It's time for change. That's what the change card is doing there. It's time for me to receive, because I've just been giving out, getting involved in arguments or up against it, and it's time. That's why the Ten of Wands is there. It's so exhausting. Okay? And this wants to end. This wants to finish. But I've got to go in a different direction. I've got to do it differently. If I find that I'm, in constant competition, competition comes from a place of lack. Competition says there's not enough to go around, rather than saying the right people will find their way to me. or my service or my product, or if I'm going for a job, if it's right for me, it'll come to me. Doesn't matter how many other people are going for it. If it's right for me, it'll come to me. So we're letting go of this whole lack mentality. We're stopping arguing. There's no point arguing with some people, is there? You just go round in circles. You can just smile sweetly and say, let's agree to disagree and move on. We're going to do it differently. And then it breaks this cycle and we step into something new. Tell me about that Wheel of Fortune for my Sag, please. Tell me about that one. That Ten of Wands is there again. We have got to bring this to a close. This burden, this sacrifice. Are you the sacrificial lamb? Is it always everything's on you? What is it for you that is this burden? Because it's repeated twice. On top of that, 10 of the Wheel of Fortune. It's time to go in a different direction and receive. But the only person who can make that happen is you. Because you choose it. Because you say, it's time. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm walking away from what has been hard and heavy. I'm ready. But I've got to be truthful. I've got to take action. And I've got to be strong and determined and resilient. And then it happens. Then those changes come. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Cups. What isn't working? What am I dissatisfied with? What am I bored with? This is a time for me to now create. To create what I do want rather than constantly living with what I don't want. We've got the Empress here. She is in her power to create the most beautiful, abundant life. That is where you're at for the next 2 weeks. That is the energy that you're currently in to say, I'm ready for that change. Bring it on. I can make this happen. And you can. Okay? Now, let's get you an angel card. Final message for Sagittarius, please. From the angels. For my Sagittarius. Inner peace. And my goodness me, don't you need that after 3 5s and 2 10s? Okay? You need that inner peace. You want that inner peace. You deserve that inner peace. So, walk through that doorway. That's the tree of life. The tree of life is being able to create the life that you want. Nobody can create it for you. Only you can create it. So align with your own inner peace, and you may not be feeling it right now with those 5s. So say, okay, that's what I choose. I'm not in peace right now. I choose peace. So I'm aligning with whatever I need to do to bring peace into my world and existence, to my inner self, into my heart, into my mind, into my being. I am ready for my peace. Okay? All right, my beautiful Sagittarius, that's what I have for you for the first half of June. I hope it was helpful. Look out next week for your money and career readings. That'll be coming out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope it was helpful. I'll see you soon. Sending you all much love. Take care. Bye-bye.